Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. How are you all? And welcome to Wednesday love reading, which is about twin flame, soulmate, or karmic connections. I hope that you're all doing well. I did say Divine Debut 11 because we've got a Divine Debut 12 channel, which you can get the link beneath this video, where we do quicker readings just on tarot. So today is a yes please day, and you may comment beneath the video, beneath the video, of course, in the comment section, not in the chat section, because we are premiering and you can connect with us through the chat section. We are taking the handwritten love cards today. Last week we did the romance angels. I'd love to hear your comments if you were satisfied with those cards, those messages, and which you prefer, obviously. Today, before we start, and just to let you know, we are using the kipper today. We're going to do the a Celtic cross with a kipper deck today. Just letting you know that, first of all, it's wonderful to have you all here. Thank you so much for your support and your love. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting, and even joining us on Patreon. We are still in the Aries season, almost coming into Taurus season. We do have some challenging aspects, but we've also got some blessings in the area of Taurus in your chart. Just because the conjunction of Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus at the 21st, 22nd degree is happening in about 3 days. Today's the 17th of April, if you're wondering, 2024. So this conjunction is going to be exact on the 20th, 21st, depending on where you are in the world. But just because it's happening on the 20th, 21st doesn't mean that the blessing is going to come in for everyone at that time. Remember that this conjunction is going to perfect then. Some of you have already received your blessings. Others of you will be, as a new cycle of blessings begins. We're not all on the same timeline, so don't expect it at the same time, as we're not all born at the exact time and date. Same date, right? So let's see what Spirit is bringing us today. Thank you for your support always, for your love, in whichever way you show that. I hate mentioning the same old thing again and again. You know how you can support the channel, so let's leave it at that. Welcome to our Wednesday. Very important love reading. Okay, the card did not open up, so let's see what the Karma Dharma is at this time for you. Today, the 17th of April, seems like a very, wow, okay, thank you, Spirit. Seems like a very heavy day energetically, as we do have Mars that's coming up to Neptune. I don't know if you're feeling a little bit low, where your energy, your sustenance, or even emotionally wanting to move forward is concerned. I'm feeling quite heavy. We see it in the weather as well. It feels like a really heavy, energetically speaking, day today in Greece. I'd love to hear about that, about you and what's going on in your country. I have heard of tornado and really, really tough weather conditions. I don't know, it's a tornado. It's really freaky weather in Emirates. They've had floodings, downpours, tornadoes, hurricane, whatever it is. I think also in Texas you had like golf balls raining from the sky, and that is very much Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus. It is the earth, okay? Uranus is freak, sudden weather conditions. Jupiter will expand. So energetically and collectively, worldly, it's not a good aspect, the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. It could be big fluctuations, even where money in the banking system, the financial system of the world is concerned. So expect the unexpected. We never know how it's gonna totally, play out. Usually in hindsight, we say, see how it worked out. The energy is as above, so below. Always speak to what's going on in the sky is reflected here down on this earth. So where love is concerned, we've got the Judgment card, crisis, resurrection, second chances, some form of, balance. We've got a 20, which is a 2. Balancing out or needing, for those of you that are involved with third parties, because this is of course, this is Plutonian energy. It's Pluto, and Pluto means a death before a resurrection. So it could be the death of the relationship and the person that you're focusing on now, unless you're just dealing with a Scorpio, obviously. So the death of a death process, nevertheless, or, a life of not feeling loved, not being in a love relationship at all. Some of you have gone in the past through a death and a metamorphosis relative to an old relationship. It could be a marriage, a commitment, where new love could come in. For others of you, this is the death, even I'm going to say, of the ego, I get. Sometimes the ego plays a major role where our ego goes through a metamorphosis so that our environment, our practical life can go through change as well. Remember, this is, we only take major arcana in the Psychic Tarot of the Heart Oracle. But whatever is going on, something is potentially blossoming after an ending, after not feeling it, after no connection, after no communication. If you're waiting on someone to return, remember that Mercury is retrograde, and Mercury retrograde does bring situations. It brings the memory or like a revisiting of something to do with the past that's connected to our future and how we can move forward. So we're using the Kippa Oracle. We've got the main male and the main female. Now, depending on who you are and how you classify yourself, we all do have the yin and the yang within us. So you can, and I know that there's more females here than males, but remember that the female is more recessive. She's more inclined towards the yin energy. The male, the masculine in this deck, is more inclined towards the yang energy. So take it as it resonates for you. In a same-sex relationship, obviously, two people come together, they would, so they could be equal and happy within a relationship. They've got to fit each other. So one person holds more the yin and the other person holds more the yang energy. When we've got too much yang energy, so, and that, yang could also be ego. It could be more masculine, so it could be more conflictual. When we've got two people that are more in their yin energy, it means that there's no action taken. There's more complacent energies. So what we need here and what we're looking for is the equal giving and receiving. Two people fitting each other equally so that the harmony could come in the relationship. So, dear Spirit, thank you for your guidance in love relationships, love connections, and concentrating on the person that's on your mind and the person that you're here seeking the information of what's going on with them. Maybe you have not been communicating. Maybe you've been waiting for them forever, for a long time. For some of you, you're hoping for a reconciliation. For others of you, you may have finished up with a relationship. You're loving yourself. You're more about self-love and hoping for new love to come in, as we all do need companionship. Okay? So let's see what Spirit is advising at this time relative to love, as a lot of fated events will be playing out at this time, because Venus, the goddess of love, she can be the goddess of war. She is in a warlike sign, which is Aries. Remember, she's in the house of Mars. So she does take on the color of Mars. She's more ready to go to war, more ready to fight, more ready to take a risk. She's in Aries. To bring fresh energies, a new cycle is opening up. She's coming up, she's on the North Node now as we're doing this reading. So North Node is what we're trying to reach, which is never easy. And it's interesting that Venus and Mercury are coming. Mercury is retrograding, Venus is moving direct, both in the sign of Aries, ruled by Mars, which Mars is in Pisces. Mars is like drowning. There's a lot of misconception, deception, a lack of clarity in direction at this time. So Venus coming up to Mercury is hoping to be able to revisit, get some information that's connected to the past. She's hoping for the ability to clear the air, maybe through tough conversations, maybe through needing to revisit past conversations and sort of clear out the air, clear the indecision, clear the inability to have the confidence to move forward and find that resolution. Because remember that Chiron is there as well in Aries, and Venus is ready to connect with Chiron. So have those past conversations. She may need to sort of look back to the past, close up, tidy up the past, her past love connections, situations, clear the mind, use the logic, and find a resolution. Also, through conversation or even logic and perception, clear her mind so that she knows where she is heading. She's looking for a resolution. She's looking to heal the ego. She's looking to heal or close up a past situation. Could be a karmic closure that she's looking for before, and this could relate to Mars as well. So remember, Venus is the yin, Mars is the yang energy, but it's the feminine that is leading the way at this time, as the masculine, low in vibrational energy, low in energy, is sort of treading and following from the past. So the feminine, whoever holds the feminine archetype, the feminine position in this relationship, is taking the lead and is more confident, more courageous at this time. Okay, let's see. Wow, they are present. Your person, whoever holds the yang energy, the masculine energy, is very present at this time in the now. What is their challenge? The thief. So the thief to me is like a Seven of Swords. There's been lies, there have been lies, and there has been deception in this relationship. They have been wearing a mask. They haven't been totally truthful. And I feel that they're like in hiding. If you think of, if we think of Pisces being the 12th house, there's something that your masculine, your divine masculine, your person, or whoever holds the masculine energy in this relationship, is dealing with some karmic past that they're hoping to close up. It looks like they're in hiding and they're doing things behind the scenes, things that they may not be telling you about. They may also be dealing with another relationship where there's been something that they haven't been telling you. If your person was in another commitment, let's say you were the third party, it feels like your person, because I feel that most of you watching this are the female or the yin energy in this spread. So there's a lot that they've been dealing with, a lot of blockages, a lot of karma, they've had a lot of duties, they're exhausted, and they've sort of been dealing with a karmic situation that they've been hoping to heal. They may also have been going through possible health issues as well. So maybe there's a lot of confusion for them as well about what's really going on. There's distrust. Maybe they are not trusting in your relationship as well, because there is a possibility also that they could have their head in the clouds and be very confused about what's going on with you, because the thief for me could also be the distrust if they are the third person and you are in another connection. So I see distrust in your relationship, whether it's your person and them dealing with another relationship, or what's going on with you. Okay, so they're feeling lethargic, they're feeling low in energy. They could also be going through some sort of an illness. It could be depression. It could be like a psychological hiccup as well. And I get that there's also, they're very confused about what's true and what's not. Whether it's what's going on in their life, if they're dealing with a thief, or what's going on in your with and in your relationship. I do get that possibly towards the end of April, and we are coming up to a full moon in Scorpio, and a moon in Scorpio is always dark. It's always heavy. It's always very transformational, very deep, very much to do with the psyche and metamorphosis going on. So a death possibly also of the ego, and a metamorphosis possibly going on relative to what's hidden in our psyche. Now a full moon always, we know it's a dark moon. Scorpio is always a dark moon. Deep, dark emotions that come up to the surface to be seen, to be worked through, to be healed. But remember, a full moon is also very stressful as something is completing. But the full moon lights, the light of the sun is going to light those dark depths of the psyche and things that were hidden. So coming up to that full moon on the 23rd, 24th of April, up until then, and that's practically a week from now, expect those deep, dark energies of possibly jealousy, if there is thought of third parties, control, betrayal, distrust. All these dark emotions are coming up from now and until that full moon. But something will be lit up about an emotional cycle that's closing up. I do see until Mars enters Aries, its home sign, so practically at the end of April, beginning of May, that's when the energies will start to, the brighter, the lighter, the more positive energies will be coming through. So it feels as though we're going through like a wormhole where beneath the earth, there's a lot of heaviness I get at this time and until the beginning of May, as we are closing up April, my dear friends. Where is this relationship coming from? Before I take that, remember 24 equals a 6, and 6 is the Lovers. Okay, Where is this coming from? From the past. We've got an ending, see, with the Death card, and Scorpio comes up very strongly again. Now, you may not be dealing with a Scorpio. This is Plutonian energy. Pluto, Scorpio, a death. Nevertheless, Pluto and Mars, of course, rule Scorpio. We've all got Scorpio somewhere in our chart. So look to that area of your chart and what's going on there. Interesting, because it is a 19, and 19 is the number of Leo. Leo can be ego, or Leo could be someone that was very confident, very flirtatious, but also very secretive where their hidden, where their emotions, their true emotions were concerned. Maybe they were showing something else that, like a facade, like fear, fearful of being emotionally open and vulnerable. But also this does speak to a death of the ego, or a change. Maybe in the distant past there was a lot of happiness, but something had to change. Something had to change. Now, of course, I'm going to say also family and children may have played a major role. Maybe your person was not ready to take a risk. If there was, I don't know, other parties involved, a lot of deception. Remember, the thief is very much like the Seven of Swords for me. So your person not having been totally truthful, maybe also, sometimes we can have a mirroring effect where when someone has got issues of trust, then they project that distrust onto their person. It's like, I'll give you an example, where someone is, they're not loyal within a relationship, they cannot be totally truthful. They reflect that distrust onto the other person. So let's say someone's done the dirty on their partner or in a relationship, then they usually see their, let's say, their relationship as being the same, that they would not be truthful and loyal. So that is something that could be happening here. And I know I'm going very deep. I mean, this is very simple. What we see here is an ending in the distant past. This relationship either had to end or needed to go through an ending to go through a rebirth. Remember, the blossom does speak to a rebirth, second chances. Let's look at the recent past. We've got poverty. So just plainly and clearly, to me, this is like the Five of Pentacles. Okay? So both people feeling left out in the cold. No love. Poverty in love. That's someone taking back, energetically, taking back their love. Poverty is like not investing within this relationship. So obviously, because of an ending. Now, maybe also financial distress could be another issue that your person is going through. It could be your energy as well. Now, if this was the ending of another relationship, right, then it could say that your person was not ready to invest in your relationship because there was a lot of distrust they were carrying from a past commitment, long-term relationship, so on and so forth. Okay. Let's see what's crowning, what's on their mind. Occupation, and the occupation, maybe they've thrown themselves into work. This could be someone that owns their own business. This could be just someone that's focusing on other things right now because they cannot focus on love. There's distrust. They feel they feel as though you have not been investing, therefore they have not been investing, and it could work both ways. 30, number 34 speaks to heavy duties as well, which is, this is what's on their mind as well. Maybe for them it's too hard. It's for, if they haven't been truthful with you, it's too much effort. It's too much heaviness on their ego, because I do get that you may be dealing with someone that was either successful within their life. They hold maybe heavy Leo in their chart. Well, Leo doesn't have to be only Leo. It could be also any fixed sign. So Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio. I am getting very strong feelings that we're talking about a very strong ego. So that usually comes from fixed signs. Now, the poverty, obviously, someone whose finances play a major role in their life. And remember, poverty, which reminds me of the Five of Pentacles, it speaks to financial security. So Earth comes through very strongly. Generally, Taurus would be the most. Not to say Scorpio. Remember, in the axis 2 and the axis 2 and 8, which is Taurus, Scorpio, they do speak to finances, my own money, my own security, and my partner's, which is the 8th house. So therefore, Taurus, Scorpio does come through. So maybe they've just thrown themselves into their duties. They've got heavy responsibilities. They've been working a lot. Okay, let's see what the near future holds. There is also a possibility, because this is 34, which equals the 7, and that's the Chariot. Here is number 37, which equals an ace, and the ace is the is Mercury, is the magician. The magician can speak to trickery, or it can speak to communication. And I would say that possibly it may have been an ending, because the communication between the two of you, there was a lot of lacking in communication, possibly also just life's events and financial stress, distress. And the poverty, I also see a child, possibly a child as well, where your person was holding a lot of secrets, not being very open with you. This could be a father that's got a young child, possibly as well, which could be another factor within your relationship. If this is a single father, even if they're not single, they could be in another relationship where they're feeling like they're on their own. So a lack of support, I get. But also a lot of responsibility with work, with money, financial, a sense of financial loss, but also emotional loss, but also heavy responsibilities to do with a child. But emotionally also feeling left out in the cold if there's been an ending. Okay, this is at the foundation of the reading, so it weighs very heavily. Now 34 equals a 7, which equals the Chariot, which means transition, change, hope for victory, possible house move as well. If possibly you were the third person, if this person was in another relationship, maybe that they're going through an ending with, which may have also weighed heavily on your relationship. Let's see what the near future holds. We've got a message and another 7. So pay attention to the 7th of May, or I'm going to say even 7 days from when you see this video. So if today's the 17th and you're watching it live, then roughly around the 24th, around that full moon in Scorpio, that'll be interesting. Now, this could also, the message, the mail, yes, it could be a message, communication, but it could also speak to finding out about legal contracts, something to do with a contract, nevertheless, news that's coming in. This could be something that you are not aware of, that you may be made aware of through messages, that your person is tying up some loose ends. They've got heavy duties. This could be a change of business if they've gone through financial hardships with their occupation and where they've been putting their energy. This could also speak to a house move, right? This could be a new contract that they could be telling you or talking to you about. But we do see that there will be communication in the near future. Let's look at the position of you. You've got the child, and the child means happiness. It means newness. The child also speaks to a brand new cycle, but also play, being lighthearted. There's hope here. The child can also speak to positive changes, but also little games that you're playing, okay? So the child can also speak to innocence. Maybe you're someone that was more trusting than what your person was. Maybe you gave them the benefit of the doubt. And of course, obviously, some of you could be parents and you've got your own responsibilities. You may be hoping for a brand new cycle. You may be also giving them the benefit of the doubt, or just being very open after messages come in, after communication comes in. Let's look at the position of your person. They are seriously thinking of making sudden, unexpected changes. As I said, your person could be also thinking of sending you a message. You are on their mind, very much so, but they're also trying to clear their mind. There's a lot of confusion, especially with what I was talking about before, with the masculine energy, the Mars, let's say energy, Mars moving through Pisces. There's a lot of confusion, but there's also a possibility that your person is making lots of changes in their life, changes that they usually or naturally would not be able to make because of, it's like the hand of spirit and the hand of God. It's like they've gone through, they're going through a tower moment, an awakening, and doing something totally and out of the blue, something that would not be expected of them. And that could also be that they're going to open up emotionally, because Mars is coming up to Neptune. Neptune could be romantic. It could be very dreamy, could be very magical. So it will not work out the same for each of you. We'll take more cards, but it is a 16. And again, we've got a 7, 7, and 7. Interesting, 777, right? Which in this deck speaks to abundance. It speaks to sudden wealth. And the wealth could be emotional happiness and feeling abundant suddenly, unless you're dealing with someone that is financially quite well off. Let's see, because you're on their mind. We've also got the Neptune energy here, so Pisces does come through. And Pisces, remember what I said, is that the divine masculine is closing up a major karmic cycle in their life. They're doing things behind the scenes that you may not be aware of, that will come to light for you. I would say from beginning of May. It's like the air will be cleared. But also remember that the 12th natural house of Pisces is also, it's the divine, it's spirit. It's also a very karmic house, but it's also the house of being in hiding, being in solitude. It's as though they're preparing to do something drastic for me. This is what I get. What's on their mind? Imprisonment. The blockages. They worry. They're worried a lot. They're fearing that it's like you've put up a wall, like you will not accept them back. It's like they will not be able to heal this open wound. Also, if they're involved with other people, these are also limitations and blockages. They may be thinking, if you're in another relationship, or you've sort of blocked them, like literally blocked them, that you may not be open to their communication, that you may not be, that they may not be able to heal this situation. I do get that they may be drinking a lot. They may be trying to sort of blur out the fear of the limitations of this relationship coming to pass. I do get that it's the divine masculine that is very worried. So I get the power of Venus in Aries, that the feminine, whoever holds the feminine side, that they've taken back their power here. With the mouse here, I get doubts, I get worry, I get it feels as though they're running out of time. It feels as though they're looking at the situation in the most negative way. But they also feel very depleted. I don't know if your person has been dealing with legalities, with that they're in another relationship that they feel is going to be very hard for them to get out of. This is also something that they may be fearing, but also that it will be whatever's going on in their life, it's costing them financially, financially, and also emotionally, psychologically. What's the possible outcome, dear Spirit? And we've got the privileged lady. Now, the privileged lady could be various things. First of all, it speaks to the feminine, whoever holds the feminine side in this relationship. There is a possibility of abundance and receiving the acknowledgement, right? But also she looks like she's the Empress for me. So there is a possibility of blossoming, abundance, and happiness in the future. But the privileged lady can also be your competition. Now, what's interesting is that the main female has not come out in the reading. So whoever holds the feminine side of the relationship here is not showing up so far in the reading. So it tells me that you're out of sight, out of mind, not to say that they're not as well. They're blocked, they're limited. This is their thought, the way they're thinking and seeing things. So I do see if this is your competition and this is someone that they're connected to, so the other woman, let's say, the other partner, it feels as though they're still in the picture. So it can go either way. It will not be the same for each of you. There you are. You are evident. You are present. It feels as though, because this is the general energy, generally it's you that's on their mind. You're both showing up. I love that. What are you sitting on? The false person. You also do not trust. But also you could also be surrounded by confusion as well because of the false person. You could also be not showing your true emotions to your person as well. But you could also be in another relationship with a false person, someone that is deceptive, someone else. There are the lovers. It could be that you are confused about, if you've got a choice of two people, you are also very confused and you're needing to clear your mind. But it feels as though you're also still dealing with a past partner, but it's as though you've turned your back to them, but they're still sort of showing up in the picture, I get. Wow. We've got the courtship here in the past. You have met up with your person and you feel as though this is your twin flame. This is your person. Someone is very confused about that. Someone is not certain about that. Now, it could be your person that's confused about that, because it's as though you've turned your back and you know that they are your person. You may need to pause and re-listen to what I said. I hope I did not confuse you. I feel that you are more certain about who is your person than they are. Okay? So let's see what the romance angels say. What is the advice? What is the advice, please, Spirit? We will take another layer. Worth waiting for, and divine timing is at work in your love life for your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I'm going to take another card. Okay, but look, honeymoon, beautiful. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Some of you may be at a physical distance from each other. Some of you may have visited your person you have met up, I did say, with the meeting here. Courtship, you have met up. Some of you have also, some of you have been intimate. Others of you have been dreaming of being intimate, but you have not been intimate with this person, possibly because of third parties. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Look, I'm not going to take any more cards. I love these cards. I was expecting more negative cards to come through. And if we just look at the reading as it is, it promises a lot. It promises a lot in the future, that there will be abundance, plain and simple. But I know that there's more to what meets the eye, the difficulties, because it's not going to be a honeymoon for each of you. This could be now news of let's get together, let's meet up. Someone could be hoping to travel, to move, even though we don't have that right here. But remember what I said about your person. They're thinking of doing something that they would not expect to do, and it is a 7, which is also the Chariot. This is what's on their mind. It shows twice. So they may be thinking of traveling or sending an invitation, even purchasing a ticket for you, so that they could, so that you could meet up. Okay, but they're worried about limitations, restrictions, and pushbacks from you. What's at the bottom? New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. For some of you, this may feel like a brand new beginning. For others of you, this could be a new love situation. Yes, as you are leaving a past situation. I'm going to say that Aquarius, Uranus comes through very strongly with this card on your person. So they've either got a strong placement of Uranus, or they could be Aquarius, of course, or it could be just the energies that are playing out. The Taurus comes up strongly as well. Well, the fixed signs, I'm going to say again, because Uranus in Taurus does push Scorpio, which is in opposition, Aquarius and Leo, to make the changes that they wouldn't normally do. So tower moments, unexpected revelations, aha moments. Now I see clearly that it's as though they're like a bird. They get that 20/20 vision. They've got the ability to see things from a elevated point of view. A bright idea comes to them. Deception. See, there's the mask. True love. Someone not being clear, or there's been deception where true love is concerned. Or someone not, wearing a self-mask. A false self-mask in this relationship, not fearing seeing the truth of this relationship, that it's true love for some of you. Why? Because maybe they were in another marriage. Maybe for some of you, you may, when you met this person, they may have not told you that they were in another marriage or coming out of another marriage. Let's see. Let's take another layer, but before we do that, I want to see what's going on in the psyche of your person, and then we'll see your psyche, your emotional position at this time. Let's look into those depths, those hidden depths of your person. So there will be revelations, there will be opening, an emotional opening here, surely. The emotional opening and the words and the communication could also be that your person is coming out of imprisonment. It's not a physical imprisonment, not likely, but they're still dealing with a past partner, which they are needing to go possibly to court with. So they could be asking you for time, for patience, but there will be a lot of getting to know each other and a possible also meeting, a physical meeting. And you've been waiting for this a long time. Maybe they've been waiting for this for a long time. What have they been waiting on? On freedom. So doing things differently, and maybe also their perception was holding them back. Now it's like they're going through an awakening of how to get out of the blockages. We've got pride and ego. Pause. It looks like your person's, if you've stopped communicating with them, looks like their pride has taken a blow. Yes. Their pride has been hurt greatly. So you've made them sort of this, like the hanging man. You've made them look the other way, look at things from a different perspective, and that's why they needed time, or they're needing time. It's like they're promising, for some of you, they may not have believed that you are their person, but maybe now they've come to see that you are. And see, they've been very quiet. And there's a sense of emptiness within them. It feels as though their life is empty through your, because if you've blocked them, if you've taken back your power, then it feels as though they don't know what to say to you. Oh my God. This is the heavy realization that they're going through. That you are their twin flame, and maybe they are dealing with past karma and closing up a huge cycle in their life that they have not been telling you about. But we see that there is a strong desire to connect with you, for you to come together. Let's look at your psyche. And yes, you may be dealing with someone that's financially in a very good place. News. Union. Observer. An offer. The news card is very Piscean for me, so it can also speak to you wearing a mask and not seeing things clearly, but it also speaks to you knowing that this is a divine union. This is your person. But the observer now, it feels as though you've withdrawn your energy, but you're still checking their social media out. And maybe you're also dreaming and hoping that they're checking you out and they will give you an offer. They will come back into your life and offer you their cup, but there is still distrust in this card as it's very dark. I don't know if the darkness of the card means that an offer could be made during the night time, or maybe, I don't know, some of you, if some of you are in another relationship, you may be fearing that you're being observed, that you're being, your social media is being looked at, that for those of you that are, because not all of you are not communicating, right? Some of you may be, fearing that someone is checking out your social media. If you've been talking on and off, or just very, very little with your person, you may be fearing that a committed partner could be checking you out, and you're fearing that. But I also get some jealousy. Some of you are also feeling those low vibrational energies. If you are the third person, then you could be checking out your person's social media. And obviously, there's confusion about what's going on with your person. And you may be jealous of what, because their person may be flaunting things that they have been offered by their person, by your person, and you may be very jealous, I'm going to say, of the position that they have in your person's life, generally speaking. I do get those low vibrational energies from you as well. The general energy is surrender. Surrender and try and see things clearly. There's a chapter that's closing up. So letting go, releasing any blockages, any karma before the recognition or the coming together of this connection can happen. There are choices. See, the crossroads also mean decisions. And it's happening in divine timing. Plus also, this is the wheel of fate. This is Jupiter, which could speak to truth. So things needing to be cleared, because there's a lot of confusion with the Muse card on your side. A lot. Very strong Piscean energies on both your sides. Divine timing is like, the hand of fate that will open the door, that possibly someone is taking another path because they're going through separation and divorce. They're seeing the signs and synchronicities on how to get to this relationship. And it feels as though surrender means a surrendering and letting go of the ego as well. And letting spirit take charge. Leaving it up to spirit. Let's see what's going on. I'm actually going to put you back in the deck. And let's see what's going on with your main male, your person, or whoever holds the energy of the yang. What's going on? I would say this is your person. Toil and labor. They are going through a lot of challenges. Their life is at a very low at this time. What is the thief about? This is also someone, if they've got their own business, they're either into something that's quite sneaky, business-wise, or they're dealing with a lot of sneaky people. So they're very alert and very someone who doesn't trust easily, because of, obviously, when they need to protect themselves from thieves, then they become like the fox themselves, right? So let's see what the challenge is of this toil and labor. The community. The community also speaks to a group of people that they work with, but also the collaboration. For your person, it seems very hard for them to be able to collaborate with you at this time. Maybe because you're at a physical distance, maybe because there's distrust, maybe because they've lied and they've deceived you, and they fear coming back around to face the music. Let's look at the death card, the coffin, from the distant past. Why was there an ending? For a new path to open. See, two very strong Plutonian energies. Now, yes, you may have been at a physical distance. When we're not close to the person, deception is very easy. Communication through social media can be very easy to distrust. What's the poverty about in the recent past? An official person or an official decision. Again, someone wears a uniform. This could be someone that thinks very, very logically. They don't think with their heart, but they think with their head. An official decision, an official closing up and a breakup because of someone not wanting or not being able to make a decision and choose you over their other person, or their business and their money over your relationship. It could be anything like that. But this could also speak to official legalities. So an official divorce, also where if they've got a child, their child is feeling like their world has come down because their parents cannot get on. But even leaving them in the cold, leaving them out of your life, blocking them, whether you've blocked them or you just did not communicate with them, it's putting them in a position where they're needing to make a decision. And of course, the number 22 is the path. Again, you could be at a physical distance. That's the reason. But this will also bring opportunities. Let's take one more on that. And we've got the mature woman. They could also be seeking advice from another mature woman, someone that's around them. It could be a mother figure, an older sister, someone that's quite mature that they would go to advice for. This is someone that's on their side, someone that is a positive advisor for them. Let's have a look at the occupation and what's on their mind, because obviously this is crowning the reading, but it's also above this person, your person. We've got the sudden wealth. There's the 777 that we were talking about. So this to me is like the wheel of fortune, a sudden change. Also where financial distress from their life is turning, which can be a turn for the better for your relationship as well. But this can also speak to them doing something crazy, and that's ready to take a risk on sending a message. It's like a portal opens and they're ready to take a risk. Now, Leo comes through very strongly with this card, and high honors. So your person is they're going through a turn, a very positive turn. It's as though they're entering a positive phase in their life, which is going to help your relationship very much so as well. We've got another 7 up here, all these 7s. 7 is going to play a major role. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The letter G could be very important. I don't know if it's where they reside, their first name, their surname, something that's more personal to you. Yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G is the seventh letter in the alphabet. So I don't know how that talks to you. But there's some sort of recognition. It could be that they're recognizing your position in their life. Maybe, as I said, they're having a sudden positive turn in their life, or because the high honor is recognition, right? But it could also speak to their reputation. This could be someone that's trying to keep their personal life out of the community. So it could be someone that's well known in their community as well. So yeah, they're going to take a risk on honoring you, even though it was really hard for them. And maybe also, remember what I said about their reputation. They're ready to take a risk in whatever happens. And they're sending a message, or they're going through possible legalities and divorce. What is this message about? Wow, everyone. The courtship, I did say about a meeting. I did say about a get-together, a trip. They're sending you a ticket. You're taking a flight. You're taking the train, whatever it is. They want to meet up with you. They want to come closer to you. Let's take another card. You are here. This is the Two of Cups, the courtship. You are their other half. Unbelievable. Let's look at the position of you with a child. We've got the bad health. Some of you have grown, you've lost your playfulness, you've lost your trust, you've lost your smile through this situation. And you've lost your innocence as well, because maybe you felt betrayed. You felt betrayed. And obviously the bad health could also be that emotionally and psychologically you're not happy. You're not happy. It's as though you're stuck at home. You're not doing anything that makes you happy. It's like you're not living your life. I get more that it's more emotional than anything else. Let's take one more on the bad health. But we've got the wealthy man. The wealthy man is in the position of you. So here's the wealthy man, and we've got the child again. So we are talking possibly about, yes, someone who maybe was, what they were offering you was very little, because the child to me is like the Page of Cups as well. So what they were offering you was very little. Maybe because they had responsibilities, other responsibilities. Maybe they had been hurt as a child, possibly, and therefore they could not trust. The wealthy man could also be someone who's got a wealth of emotions. Now, we're not reading reversals in the Kippa. So some of you could also be dealing with someone that is suffering, another partner that is suffering with depression, someone that wasn't giving you security, someone that was very childish, someone that was not responsible. That could also be the case for some of you. I do get with a wealthy man, this is the noble man. The noble man comes from a VIP, reputation, family, heritage. So someone who is, whose social standing is very, how do I say this? He's a very important person nevertheless. So if this is your person, the person that you feel depressed, that you do not have, you're hoping for changes. Remember, it's a number 13, which is also Scorpio. Again, Scorpio means a death and a metamorphosis. For those of you that are still in another relationship, you're hoping for someone that was childish, someone that acted more like a child than someone who was responsible, someone who's also going through depression. Some of you may also be in a prison where you feel like you're responsible for this person and therefore you're stuck in another relationship. This could be the case for some of you. But what's really interesting is that we've got a 31 and a 13. It's like the numbers flip suddenly. So we've got a 4 and a 4. So to me, the 31, where you were in another unhealthy relationship where it's weighed heavily on your health, maybe you held up the home, the family, you've got children, you've got responsibilities. It's like a flipping of the coin where someone more responsible, someone with more open, emotionally more open, someone with emotional depth, Scorpio, someone that can transform your life, is entering your life. It could be that they are financially in a more stable position. So this is what I feel is happening at this time. Just like the Jupiter, Uranus, Tower moment, Just like with the flip of a coin, your life changes from one moment to the other, from bad to good, positively, because this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is a positive change. Let's look at your person. Great fortune, the wheel of fortune, the hand of fate. This is Jupiter. They're coming in unexpectedly. Oh my God, everyone. Oh my God. And remember what I said. Your person's luck is changing, and so is yours through this relationship. So even when I say your luck, it could be emotionally feeling abundant, but also financially feeling abundant. And they could be coming in and interacting with you when you least expect it. We've got a 26 and a 27. And 26 is an 8 and then a 9. 8 is like the infinity symbol, right, Leo? 9 is the hermit. They've seen the light. They're coming to the end. They've seeked the wisdom. They've gone within. They're going to show up for you unexpectedly. I'm going to say also that they're ready to do the work. And they're going to come in unexpected. They've received the wisdom, the high knowledge pertaining to their internal, their esoteric self. They've sought wisdom from others as well. Some of them, for some of you, they could still be going through divorce settlement, because it looks like someone's paying their dues, paying some karma. Or this could be that you could be receiving your dharma from this person. They owe you. What is this fear of the imprisonment? We've got the Lovers, not being able to get out of that other connection. That your person doesn't see the truth of this relationship. It's a 15, remember, it's number 6, which is the Lovers, but 15 is also duties, responsibilities, karma, but also timing. The Lord of timing is Saturn, Kronos, right? Some of you are needing to let go of an old, toxic, unhealthy relationship and past. But this will take time. Now, remember what I said. There are two outcomes here. For some of you, yes, the other woman is still in the picture. But for others of you, this is you being honored and being seen as the Empress. So some of you are going to have to be patient. I know it's not easy. You're going to have to wait till your person possibly releases the karma. It is a 12. 12 is also the 12th house. For some of you, this is a secret love affair. For others of you, remember that your person may have responsibilities, because the wealthy man and the privileged woman, they usually are a couple. So of course they may not be a couple for you, because this could be the person you're leaving behind. This could be the person that your person is leaving behind. Let's look at the Empress. Let's look at the privileged lady. What are her privileges? That there will be no more falsehood, that things will be cleared. Okay, this could be a very dreamy energy. It's like what you've envisioned, what you've imagined, what you've hoped and wished and prayed for is coming through. It's not imagination anymore. It is becoming more. It's crystallizing, it's materializing. And there will be revelations about lots of things that were hidden, that you had curiosity and doubts about. There is your wish. There is the distant horizons. This ship is coming from a distance. Someone is freeing themselves from that imprisonment. And this is the same as the news card for me. Yes, your ships are coming in. Your wishes are granted. Now, the timing will not be the same for each of you. For some of you, this could also be a something that you hoped and you visioned that you could be leaving behind because there was too much falsehood. You were wearing your rose-colored glasses, for instance. Remember, we've got new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Some of you could be letting go. I feel that for most of you, this is a positive turn. And we've got change, positive change, movement, transition, travel, new homes, new relationships, new beginnings in old relationships. You are expecting this blessing. The expectation card, I love this. And the family room, coming closer to your person, possibly visiting their home as well. This is like an invitation that you've been waiting on your person opening their heart, truly opening their heart. Yes, there is hope. You are still hoping. What a reading, everyone. What a reading. Unbelievable. This is, I think, one of the best readings that we've had recently. And as I said, just with the flip of a coin, things turn from night to day, from lost hope to having hope, to you've been waiting for this. Divine timing was at play. There is an invitation. Enjoy the bliss of time together. It speaks of holiday time. Yes, this could be an invitation. Yes, this could be an invitation towards the future where you will be getting to know each other and there will be a lot of revelations about their inner self, and then you will be able to open up as well. And in this way, your bond will be deepening. Remember, this is a general reading, my dear friends, so will not be the same exactly for each of you. If you need a personal reading, we do offer them on our website. You can get the link beneath this reading. We do see the expectation as the Empress, but remember, she's not pregnant here. Here, she's more pregnant. So for some of you, it is going to take 3 months. It's not going to be tomorrow and early May for each of you. Okay? Because someone is expecting to close up 21. It is physical distance. It is the world card. But it's also a closing up of a cycle. There are many concerns about which path is going to be taken. Much concerns relative to third parties. Let's take some love messages. And as I said, you may comment, yes please, and give me time to get back to all of you. And thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Wow, there is a possibility of a dream come true. There's change, there's movement, there's transition, there's long distance and short distance travel. Remember, take the messages with a grain of salt. Even these messages that you get, your personal messages, we may be tuning into your energy. These may also be messages or words that have been communicated, thought of being communicated but not communicated yet, or even not communicated because of fear relative to your person. You will know if these are your messages or your person's thoughts or words. What's going on, dear Spirit? I've made a million mistakes with you. Can you forgive me? I regret the moment that I let you go. I don't want to be the third person. Our love affair still haunts me. I've had enough, you're blocked. I dreamt of you before I met you. I feel you when you're happy or sad. I'm the one for you. Please, God, choose me. I can't get over you. Let's elope. Let's try again. I love you. I will climb any mountain. I will swim any river to be with you. Come to me. You bring such happiness to my life. I see a lot of air and a lot of water here. We do have some fire as well, and some... what we don't have is earth. It's done. Door closed. They cheated, feeling blue. Which says to me that a lot of change is coming. A lot of change. You can trust me with your heart, babe. I won't ever hurt you. Please forgive me. I want another chance. You left me in the dark, stuck on you. You make me quiver. I'm hooked on you. You turn me on. I will fight for us. You were too overbearing. I felt suffocated, insecurities and jealousy. I want you with me. I want you to be mine. I can't live without you. It is the Aries season still. We do have a lot of fire. There is a lot of desire. And when the desire is not expressed, it turns the other way. It goes internally, and therefore we've got frustration, anger, and blockages. Blocks. I couldn't stay with you because I felt as though I was suffocating. I want to be free. I want a commitment. I want to have a family. I need stability. Let's do this. Finally, we have some earth. Unbelievable. I feel like a fool for leaving you. There's a lot of grounding. Things are up in the air. When we've got a lot of fire and a lot of air, the energies can be very, very explosive indeed. Very interchangeable, surely. But also, I would say a necessity for grounding and looking at things through practical matters. Can this relationship happen? If you're in another connection, they're in another connection. Energetically, the relationship would be blocked. What you need to do is clear your space, clear your life, and be open. First of all, heal, and then be ready and open for your person. And that goes the same. That is the same for them as well. So if you're wondering if this relationship is not happening, you're seeing it in the cards. You're seeing it in my readings. You're seeing it in other readings, other tarot readers' readings. But it's not happening. You're getting messages and you're thinking, okay, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, this could happen. And it's not happening. It's not happening in reality. This is talking about the energies. The energies are blocked. They need to be purified, cleared, and you need to be, even where your thoughts are concerned, they need to be clear, concise, and focused in a particular direction and not be scattered. I don't know what to do. I can't get out of this relationship, out of this marriage. I want this person. They're my person, but I share a house with them. I'm going to financially be stricken if I go through a separation or divorce, but I want this person. Well, this person is not going to manifest for you. Do you understand what I mean? It's all about the energies. It's energies, will, wishes, prayer. All these things they're thrown into the barrel, and then the barrel turns, the wheel turns and brings you your outcome. Remember to be very precise about what you want to manifest, to be very exact and very precise with spirit, because spirit does not know, especially when you're bewildered. You're lost within your thoughts. You're confused. You're not certain. Okay, so remember, this is a general reading. Take the messages with a grain of salt. And if you're interested in a personal reading, which of course a personal reading would be more personal to you and your story, then that would be a totally different reading to what this is today. Now, you can take some messages from here, hopefully, and fingers crossed that they will manifest for you if they are true for you. And remember, energetically. Sharing is caring. If you like, share, comment, support this channel in whichever way you can. And I don't want to be mentioning this every time. It gets tiring for me, it gets tiring for you, and it's a pain in the butt. You know how you can support this channel, and I want to thank you in advance for your support and for sharing. Okay, sharing energetically as you have entered in this space and in our reading today. So, my beautiful friends, they do say an eye for an eye. It's, again, energetically, what you give is what you receive. If you've given love at some point, the love will return. If you've paid and supported financially, whoever, that will return back to you. It's the way Spirit works. It's the way God works. So if you're giving out, if you're releasing negativity, you've put up a block, okay? You've blocked yourself off from the world. You're not open to the world because you've been betrayed, you've been denied the love that you gave, you've helped others and you have not received yet, you haven't seen your returns yet. All these matters do, so energetically, in the energy that you're in, this plays the biggest role. So and the way you think and the way you act and react, what you're sending out to Spirit is what you will receive. If you're sending out distrust, you will receive people that are not trusting you. If you're sending out betrayal, betrayal is what you will receive. Remember that this is how the energy works. So if you're hoping to manifest love through an open heart, a trusting heart, and you're going to tell me, I've been betrayed, so I cannot trust easily. This is what's blocking you. Because when you self-love and you're whole within yourself, it's like you build an aura of light around you, and those negative emotions coming from others cannot pierce through that beautiful light, that beautiful white light aura, your aura that I'm protected, I am loved, and I am part of the universe. I've got an angel. I've got my protecting angel right next to me, guiding me all the time. Remember that difficult situations are always lessons. I'm not saying be blind and close your eyes and be silly. Be open, but know that you're also protected. You trust up to a certain point, and then you retract. You understand because you've been there, you've done that. Okay, I think that's enough advice for the day. Thank you so much, my beautiful friends. I'm wishing you well. And don't forget to check out Divine Debut 12. You can get the link beneath this video. We've uploaded a video recently, like just before the weekend. And it's called, I think it's called Walking on Air. We referenced about walking on air, the feeling of you're not walking, you're not stepping on the earth, you're walking on air. So that's like an ascension sort of. And I think the question was what to expect, what you don't see coming. Yes, what you don't see coming. You'll be walking on air, and I've referenced the song, which was a song I haven't heard of for years, and I actually put it on to listen to the lyrics. So I'm going to advise you, check us out on Divine Debut 12. It's a 15-minute tarot reading. If you have not commented, liked, subscribed, and shared that reading, please do. We've only got like 200 subscribers there, and there's so many of you watching this. Please visit that, check out that reading and see why some of us will be walking on air. So we'll be walking on the clouds, which to me speaks to happiness. It's like euphoria, a feeling of euphoria. For some of you, yes, it could be that you are falling from grace because you will receive such a huge shock. I would say for most of you, the shock will be a pleasant surprise. For others of you, few of you, yes, you will be falling from the clouds because of great deception. Because Jupiter is bringing us the truth. Jupiter and Uranus, tower moments. Okay? So, I will leave it there. That's enough wisdom. I've emptied out my brain. I hope that you respect and that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for your support and your love always. I will be back. Love and light to all of you. Namaste, my beautiful, beautiful friends.